And you guys can see this? Cool. Okay. Oh, I'm like, whoops. All right. So again, welcome to our Coach 411 info call. I'm super excited you're here and you're taking time out of your night. We're going to try and keep this about 30 minutes or less and just get the info to you, share our story so that you can hear more about it and let you get on with your night. So like I said, this is hosted by our team. Our team name is Positively Fun, which I founded back in 2016, and it really represents everything about our team. We stay positive. We are fit in life, not just in our bodies, but in our minds and in life, for anything that life throws at us. Hey, 2020, what's up? And we like to have fun. So we are a 2020 and 2021 elite team, which means we are some of the top in the over 465,000 teams that there are within Beachbody. So we're really excited to be here tonight. When I say that you're hearing from some of the best coaches, like, it is really true. Not only coaching accolades, but this team truly pours their heart and soul into what we do. And I'm so excited to potentially have you join us. So we're just going to start with a little speak up if, because I think a lot of times people don't realize like that they would be an amazing coach and what coaching is. So if someone has complimented you recently, or if you maybe have shared a sweaty selfie and tagged your coach on Instagram or Insta stories, or shared a workout clip or shared a recipe that you've made lately, like, just raise your hand if that's you. Because if that's you, then this is for you. There's no overthinking coaching. If that's you and you're sharing these things, then this opportunity very well could be for you and could be something that completely changes your life. So what you can expect from this call, like I said, we're going to try and keep it short and sweet for you. We're going to dive into a little bit of kind of some skepticism and, kind of debunking myths of, typical things when you think of MLM, network marketing, or what we do as coaches. But we'll get into a little bit of what we do, how you make this work for you. You're going to hear some of our stories from a few coaches on our team, all in very different places in life, in coaching, how we make this work for us, how to attract like-minded people, like how do we get people to do this with us to make this a business, some of the perks, and then also we are going to talk about income and how we earn money. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Sierra, who is going to share with you guys a little bit about myths and why they are false.
Okay, guys, I am Sierra. Obviously, Morgan just said that, but I'm super excited to share about the myths, because to be honest with you all, Morgan is my coach, and she probably could kill me now, but I led her on for like 3 years ago. I had all of these fears. I had all of those limiting beliefs. I really didn't think I could be successful. I didn't think I could afford it. Number one, I didn't think I could afford the products or to actually become a coach. I didn't think that I was in shape enough, because I have a long way to go on my own health and fitness journey. So I thought that since I was where I was, that I wouldn't be a great coach because I didn't look like a lot of the other coaches I saw. I am 1000% not a salesperson. I'm a dentist by career, and I don't really sell anything. I do root canals all day, and so people generally come to me in pain, and they just are like, do whatever you can do to fix this. So I don't have to talk anyone into anything or do anything like that. And lastly, like I said, I'm a dentist. I have 2 kids under the age of 5 now, but I'm drive an hour both ways for work, and I literally have no time. So when I started this, I could have literally written this slide, and it literally is what you put into it. And I found out that it's not really selling. It's more just like sharing about my own journey and sharing about my struggles and just being real and authentic. And I've helped so many people just by being real and saying, hey, like, this is me, this is what I'm doing. It doesn't matter that I'm not fit. It doesn't matter that I didn't I couldn't afford the products when I started, because now my paychecks are paying for the products, and I made time for something that was important to me. So really, any of these myths, if you're feeling any of them, I felt them too, as did probably most of the coaches that are on this Zoom. Next, I was going to talk about just like your support. It was one of the bigger things for me. So going into this, I really was worried that I was going to start like working out and trying to lose weight and just end up quitting on myself again, because I've done that 100 times. But Morgan immediately plugged me into our team pages. She plugged me into a monthly accountability group, and I did it with these girls. So I always am, whenever I don't feel like working out or doing something, there's always someone that's already done it that can show me how, or at least push me to do it too. It really is so true that energies are contagious. And when you're with a team that is motivated and successful and pushing for big goals and doing great things, you work harder and you achieve greater things than what you would kind of ever imagine. I don't know if Morgan said it in the beginning, but our team's ranked 86th in the company right now. And like, that's insane compared to how many teams there are in this whole company. So if you're here and you're learning more about it, you're learning from coaches that are showing up every day, working hard, and are going to continue to push you to be better. So thanks.
Yes. All of that. So what I want to talk about is like making this work for you, because when people think about what we do as coaches, obviously the thing that you see is we utilize social media and we post, on our feeds and on our stories, and we have these front facing businesses, if you will. And that's fun and awesome. And I get so many questions where people are like, doesn't it get annoying to like have to post on social media every day? I'm like, well, if it's that or the job I used to have that I hated going into work for, like I would rather post a selfie on social media. But you guys see that and it's super exciting. And that is a huge part of our job, is showing up for ourselves. But we also do behind the scenes work as well. We show up for what we call a power hour or power pockets. So you see, like, these are literally all the types of full-time jobs that coaches on our team have. Literally athletic trainers, bankers, baristas, dental hygienists, dentists, like Sierra just said, event managers, occupational therapists, photographers, physical therapists, stay-at-home moms. Like, we have everything on our team, and we will teach you how to work behind the scenes. And that is as simple as reaching out and making new friends on social media. Like, a lot of you guys on here are probably friends that we have met on social media, and it's not weird. It's awesome when you just click and know that you are destined besties with someone. Inviting people to do this with you, and we'll get into that later. It's not scary. It's not weird. We don't teach people to go out and message someone that doesn't follow you, that doesn't know who you are, that you've never had a conversation with, and go invite them to join your team. We've all gotten those messages, okay? That's not what we stand for. We are doing behind the scenes work to make this business work, but I promise you can make it work for you and you can fit it into your life. Just like Sierra said, you do have time for this, and we teach you how to do that, how to grow your business. We are one of the top teams in the network. So I've been there. These other girls have been there. We've learned it, and we take that and put it into training and give it to you so that you can be the best and be successful with this as well. So with that, and with all these different types of people and backgrounds and all the different coaches that you're going to see on your team, we wanted to share just a little bit about us and kind of where we came from before we were coaches and now where we are. So like I said, if you missed the beginning, my name is Morgan Sparacio, which I've been married for 2 years. It still seems like that's not my actual name, but we are officially a 7-star diamond team, which means nothing to you, I'm sure, but we're a 2020 elite team, and we've already locked in elite for 2021, which is a big deal because, like Sierra said, you're joining a team that is working and hustling, and they're going to be there for you. That was also one of my biggest fears before coming into this, is that someone would sign me up, leave me alone, never hear from them again. I would have no idea what I was doing. So before I started coaching, I was an event planner. I'm actually from Kentucky. I moved, this is the long story short, moved down to Georgia to follow my now husband, and we are expecting our first baby. But when I moved down here, I had no friends, no community. I didn't know a single soul. I'd never even visited the city that I moved to. I took the first job that offered to me so I could get down here and be with Nick. And I was miserable. You can see how that all led into a downward spiral. I worked a territory, so I was in the car all the time. I would eat McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic, you name it. Just was gaining weight, was unhappy, unhealthy, didn't like looking in the mirror, didn't like how I felt, didn't like how my life was turning out. I had these visions for my life. I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And just, that wasn't going to happen with what I was doing. I worked in events for 5 years. And if you know anything about event life, it's not an 8 to 5 or a 9 to 5. It's nights, it's weekends, it's long hours. Sometimes I work 60 plus hours a week. Hardly got to see Nick, which is what I moved down here for. And I just was at wit's end. I needed a change. I knew that Beachbody existed, reached out to a friend, started doing the workouts reluctantly because I didn't have any other option but to work out at home. Lost 25 pounds, felt better than ever, stopped the yo-yo dieting, learned how to eat right, how to fuel my body, how to be sustainable. And that led me into coaching. And now 4 years later, I worked hard for 4 years to build this team and build this legacy and create what it is that we have now and build this business up and build my social media platform and my presence and my friends. And my life is completely different. I started full-time coaching just about 2 years ago. My goal was to be a full-time coach by the time I had a baby. And I can promise you, being pregnant and being a full-time coach and getting to nap when I want and lay on the couch when I had nausea was the best ever. But my life just looks different. I get to be home with my husband. I get to travel with my husband who works in college athletics. I get to go home and visit friends and family when I want. So my life is completely different, all because of coaching.
Hi, that's me. I'm Chelsea Udi. I know that's a weird last name. It's Udi. And I am a wife. I've been married for almost 7 years. I'm a dog mom to 2 babies that are my absolute world. And I'm a full-time home health occupational therapist. I started my coaching. No, I started as a customer actually. Morgan I saw her posting on social media, and much the same as her, I was just like fed up with feeling like crap about myself. Kind of the same thing, hated looking at myself in the mirror, was constantly like saying, I'm fat, all this stuff. And I was just like fed up. I was done. So here's little Morgan on social media posting about Beachbody and how wonderful it was. And I saw her transformation and I was like, okay, just freaking let's talk to her about it. I reached out to her and said, how can you help me? What can I do to make my life better? So I started as a customer back in November of 2016. Was super like skeptical about the shakes and stuff like that. I just started with the workouts. Probably 6 months in, I was like, okay, I need a little bit more accountability. This isn't cutting it. I need somebody to hold me accountable for what I'm doing. So I became a coach in order to hold myself more accountable. The first probably year and a half, guys, I just kind of coasted as a coach. I didn't really do a whole lot. I was just doing it purely for the fact that I needed more accountability. So I had a couple of people like in my groups and things like that I knew they were kind of my workout buddies, and started realizing how much I loved helping these people change their lives as much as I had been able to change mine. So after about a year and a half, I was like, why am I holding myself back? Why am I not inviting other people to do this with me? This is amazing. So in probably like January of 2019, so this is almost 2 years after I started coaching, I was like, you know what? It's done. That part's done. Let's freaking go. So I started doing what I call just being a hobby coach. I work full time. I love my job as an OT. So I don't want to ever quit that. Honestly, I don't want to do full-time coaching, but like I said, I love helping other people. And this is just another outlet for me to do that. So 2019 really started going all in. 2020 was like, nope, I can do more than this. So started going even further in and have not looked back since. This has been the most amazing opportunity for me personally, as well as, helping others. So I'm going to pass it over to Haley for her to tell her story.
Hi, can y'all hear me okay? Okay. So I'm Haley Laster. I am also a diamond coach and a wife. We have been married for 3 years now, I think. So yeah, 3 years. And I'm a boy mom. That's my little nugget right there. He's a mess. And then I'm also an OR nurse, and I also played softball in college. So me and Morgan are the same in that. But when I started coaching, so I actually started as a customer as well. And my coach asked me, I'm pretty sure probably about 5 times. And I was like, no, I'm good. Hard pass. And then I said yes and did like a week of a program and quit. And then I did that like twice. And then I finally was like, okay, we're going to do this. And I just signed up as a coach then because same as Chelsea, I was like, I need like that extra accountability. So signed up as a coach, started sharing on social media all about myself, all about my journey. And kind of like Chelsea, I didn't like hit the gate running. I was just sharing my story, sharing, what was working for me, and getting people here and there kind of started. And then my coach just kind of like left me. She quit. And so I didn't really know what to do. And luckily I had been to Summit, which is one of our coaching get-togethers that we have every year. It's like a big conference that we have. And I had met Morgan there. And so we talked, and I took a little while off because you can't sign up with another coach until you take 6 months off, because we don't like people stealing, because that's rude. But anyway, so I jumped in on Morgan's team, and I'm so glad that I did, because all of these ladies are my people, and I'm so glad that I have all of them in my life. And let's see. But another reason that I also signed up as a coach is because I absolutely loved the community that we have. And just like I said, that extra accountability, just people holding you accountable. They're like workout buddies, like Chelsea said. Like, it's honestly just amazing to have all of these people just behind you and loving on you and there for you all the time. And all of these people are my best friends, and I wouldn't even know any of them if it wasn't for coaching. So it's honestly like mind blowing. Some days I'm just like, literally wouldn't even know who Morgan was from like Adam if it wasn't for coaching. So it's honestly crazy, but you can get to the next slide, Morgan. And then when I got into coaching, like I said, I did it kind of slow because I was like, I don't want to sell stuff, So how many of you guys have just been added to a random Facebook group and you're like, what is this? Why am I in this Pampered Shelf group? Okay. So I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to just be adding people to groups that they had no idea what that was. Literally like every day. Chelsea, it's really annoying. But so I didn't want to be annoying. I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be like, hey, come buy this. Hey, come buy this. And like, obviously none of our team is like that either. So what we do, we just share what has changed our lives. We share these workouts and these products because they have changed our lives, and we want to help other people change their lives too. So ways you can do that is in-person conversations. This one's hard for me because I like get really nervous and clammy, but it's awesome for like your parents, your besties that like really trust you, people who you're just like, you would be such a good coach and I love you, so like come do this. Those are people who you want to talk in person to if you can, or even on the phone or like FaceTime. And then also we use social media like Instagram and Facebook to share our story, like what why we love this, what it's done for us. And I'll use Instagram stories, and I know all of you use Instagram stories because it's like, who doesn't? So being consistent on those is huge as a coach, because you can share, your journey from start to finish, when you start a program and you finish a program, and like how that impacts your lives. Let me see. Sorry, I have notes so I don't get distracted. So exactly what I said. And when you're on social media, you're just being yourself. You're being silly if you're silly, things like that. You just share you, and you use yourself and your story to change other people's lives. And then I had one kind of thing to like think about that I wrote down. But think about it this way. Like, I literally did this today. When you go to Starbucks and you share that Starbucks drink, you're literally selling for Starbucks, like you're advertising for them. So coaching is the same way. I'm like, hey, I have my shake here and I love it. Like, obviously I wouldn't say those words, but like when I'm sharing that, it's because I love it and I want other people to be like, hey, like, what is that? Why are you drinking that? What has it done for you? And so that's what we do as coaches. And I think that's really all I have.
So, like she said, I mean, social media is our main way of targeting people and sharing what we have. Being authentic and real, being who you are, sharing your journey. Use that as your platform. Everyday life, whether it's home life, work life, whether it's getting 90 cents off at the Kroger gas pump, just anything just to involve people in your life, because you want to be you and share your journey. And Beachbody is not all you are. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm an employee, I'm a friend, I'm a neighbor. There's more than just that. And then sharing our food. So many people struggle with nutrition, and why a lot of us follow the 80-20 lifestyle, this is not a diet, it is a lifestyle. So try to show some of the yummy recipes that you enjoy that are healthy. Eating on the go, like when you go to a restaurant, so many people get hindered by, if they haven't prepped something on the go, they just grab a sandwich or a burger or fried chicken tenders. Like here you can see somebody got the grilled nuggets and they got the kale salad from Chick-fil-A, and that's a healthy option for when you're on the go. And then also our workouts, I don't get on there. Yes, a lot of times I'll share like the program I'm doing or something, but I don't always say like, this is my Beachbody workout. I'll show weights, or like Morgan here with Bella. Like Bella loves to work out with Morgan. And then we try to make it fun, show little clips, or how sweaty you get and the weights you've used, and really just incorporate other than just saying, I'm going to do T20 with Shaun T today or whatever. So, and then also the products that we use. Beachbody has a huge variety of products. And so like you can tell where we've used the products in these pictures, but it's not salesy in showing the container that it's in, or like the cute little boy with the mustache. Like it's not like my shake container or my Shakeology going, it's a cute picture. So it incorporates your child into the everyday living and showing how you can use those products in real life and not be salesy. And I think Molly's going to take it from here.
Hey y'all, I'm Molly. So I'm going to talk real quick about the business side of this. So the biggest thing that got me hooked on this was the discount. So I signed up, first I started as a customer, then I switched to a discount coach. So what that means is I signed up as a coach, but I didn't do any of the coaching things. All I did was sign up so I could get a discount, because I was using the products monthly. So if you sign up as a coach, you get 25% off of almost everything. Another good thing about being a coach is the commission. So if you are already using the products and doing the workouts, and people are starting to notice you're healthier, you're happier, you're losing weight, they start asking you about it. Instead of referring them to your coach, get your family and friends started and earn that commission off of them. You can earn 25 to 40% off of them. Once you start building your business and building a team and getting a group, you'll start earning something called cycle bonuses. That's kind of complicated, so I won't go into all that, but that's just another way you can earn money. But my favorite part is the incentive trips you earn. So this year I actually earned my first trip. Corona canceled it, but I earned my first trip, and it was an all-inclusive trip in Mexico. And based on like what level you are, you can get basically the whole thing paid for, or like there's different levels of how much you can get paid for up to all of it. So you don't have to be the best coach in the company to earn these trips. I had been coaching a year and got offered that trip. And there's a bunch of different trips. So that's the Success Club trip. There's leadership trips. Your own coach will do trips. There's Summit, which any coach can go to. You just register for that one. And the best part about these trips is you get to hang out with everybody. We also have quarterly events that you can go to, and they're not just your Instagram friends or your coaching friends or virtual friends. We meet each other in real life. We hang out in real life. We know each other's families. We talk life more than just the business. So although it is businesses and are technically our coworkers, they're our friends and our best friends. And that's the fun part of these incentive trips, is you get a reason to get together. And then the other thing that's good is you're constantly earning stuff. So you set goals for yourself, and each month if you hit, you help so many people get started, you get a fun prize. Like we constantly get t-shirts, and that we got Snuggies this year, and Monopoly, puzzles, like just fun stuff that we can constantly earn. And it's more than just a business, it's fun too. So I'll send it over to Joy now.
Yeah, so hi everybody, my name is Joy, and I'm going to talk a little bit about income. Money for sure is not the reason most of us started. It's certainly not why I started, but this is a business. And so when you are running a business, getting a paycheck is a very real perk. We share, we don't sell, but at the end of the day, a sale is made and you get commission off of that. It is definitely helpful for me. I am the single mom of a busy 13-year-old. I work full-time as an assistant principal, and financial stress is certainly real for everyone, and especially for me as a single mom I'm the only breadwinner in my home. And so when I started coaching and really started seeing the financial benefits to this, it pushed me to go even further. Yes, I love the community. Yes, I love the products. Yes, I love what it has done for me physically, but I also love the financial piece it has given me on the money end. So, and I can speak for everybody on here to talk as it relates to what it has done for their family. So we've got stories of paying for groceries. We've got stories for small things like getting a manicure, paying for daycare, paying for house renovations, paying for medical bills. And so I think the thing to the thing to think about and hold on to is that it is going to start small. My very first paycheck, I think I got was like $14, right? But it was $14 that I earned from, working on me and inviting someone to join me. And it will definitely build over time. The business works if you work the business, right? So if you're not doing anything with your business, obviously your earnings are not going to be as much as others that are working the business a little bit more. But getting paid is a very real thing. It's a very real perk. You see Kayla over here in the green. pay for groceries, daycare, family getaways, all the way over to Morgan with her pretty little bump, for a brand new couch. And if you follow her, like, she's been talking about that couch for a long time, but a brand new couch, vet expenses, hospital bills. So it really is a huge perk. Earning an extra income. For me, this is, coaching for me is 100% extra income. And I've been able to do things. Most recently last week, you go and get your car serviced, and they always find that those hidden little things that you don't necessarily want to pay for right then, but came to me and said, you need to get this done. And it was such a blessing that with that coaching paycheck, I was able to get that done. I don't have to worry about where that money was coming from, because I knew that I had that from coaching. And again, like, getting involved with coaching, money was not the main reason for getting involved. It wasn't any reason at all. I started doing the programs, using the products, seeing what they were doing for me, how it changed my life, and wanted to share that with other people. And so seeing other people like crush their goals is the main reason that we stay in this. This is heart work. It's not hard work, it's heart work. But a huge benefit to that is getting these fun trips and prizes and a paycheck. But I must say that with that, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. It's all dependent on each coach's skill, effort, diligence, the work that you put into it, 100%. So nobody's going to go out there and say, girl, if you do this, you're going to make 6 figures. I mean, nobody's going to tell you that. You could absolutely 100% do that. It's all about the work and the work that you put into it. The sky's the limit for sure when it comes to income, and you kind of create your own destiny when it comes to that. And now I'm going to kick it back over to Morgan.
Yay, this has been so good. I'm over here like bopping around like I don't know what all is coming. This is so exciting. But thank you, Joy, for sharing that. I posted in the chat, but I know people don't see that. But income was a thought when I started. It wasn't the main reason. Just like Joy said, hers wasn't even a thought. I was like, hey, cool, if I can work from home when I have a kid eventually, that's awesome. But just like she said, I never knew, like, actually when people said the sky is the limit, how much the sky is the limit. And just like she said, it's all up to you and how much work you put in. But to sit here now in September and have already made double the amount of income yearly that I made as an event planner, working 60 plus hours a week, like, oof, it's crazy. And I see that happening for so many people on our team, big and small, because the reality is, while that's amazing, making that income, having to swipe your card at the grocery without wondering if it's going to decline or what you have to put back while your kid's sitting there and someone's behind you. I've been there. Okay. That is what coaching can do. So why we think you can do this. If you're on this call, you're here for a reason. Someone has reached out to you because they see potential in you. They think you would be an amazing coach. Maybe you're crushing it in your challenge group. Maybe you have incredible results. Maybe you're already showing up on social media. Or maybe you reached out to your coach because you want to be here and you... Here we go. Maybe you reach out to your coach because you want to be here and you see this opportunity. Whatever the reason is, we think you can do this, and we are excited to have you join us and do this job. Coach life is literally the best life. I was on a mentorship call today with one of my newer coaches, and I say it all the time. I'm like, I don't understand why every single person in the world doesn't do this. Now, I get it. It's not for everyone. But like, why? Why is it not for everyone? Just like we said, you don't have to sell, you share, you genuinely share your life. I mean, you are following someone that is on this call and you love tuning into what they're doing and seeing them live happy and healthy and seem excited about life and joyful for life. So we're not selling, like we are just sharing our lives and how Beachbody is a tool to make it better. Social media makes it easy. Like we don't have to go knock door to door, or like I think about my grandma who used to do Avon or whatever, that's what it's called, right? Like all this stuff filled up her like living room and she had to go and do parties and all this stuff. Like, we don't have to do that. Social media makes this so easy to have your store right there and be able to connect with people all over the world. You have all the support and info you need. I said that. Sierra said that. You're going to join an amazing team. We have training ready for you. You're going to have mentorship every step of the way. You're never going to be alone in this business. And if nothing else, this is guaranteed to keep you accountable so that you never give up on yourself and you never ever have another day one. That was huge for me. I was such a yo-yo, up and down, do something for 2 weeks, quit, gain the weight back, blah, blah, blah. And so many of us have that same story. But this is something where if you have people dependent on you and watching you, you are going to show up for yourself. And if nothing else, if you don't earn a single dollar, you're going to better your life. And you can't tell me that that's not worth it. So what's next? Keep doing what you're doing. You and your journey come first and foremost. So just like we said, like, our business is taking care of ourselves, working out, eating healthy, all of those things. So keep doing that, but contact your coach if you're ready to go. Like, we don't want you to wait another day. Every single coach in this business, I guarantee 100% will tell you their one regret is that they had started sooner. Golly, I wish I had started this when I was 21 years old, because I can imagine where this business would be. So don't sit here and twiddle your thumbs and think about it. Like, if you feel that tug in your heart, freaking go for it. And if you're already a customer and you've purchased a challenge pack, which you would know what that is if you have purchased one, it's basically how we get our customers started. It comes with the workouts, a month of supplements, our nutrition programs, all of that. It's literally $0 to be a coach. Like, you've already purchased it. You can sign up as a coach and you can get started. And if you're brand new, you can purchase that just exactly like you would as a customer. Again, it's $0 to be a coach. You would pay the exact same that you pay as a customer. You're not stocking product. You're literally getting what you would use anyways. So why not you? Why not take this chance? This was absolutely the best yes I ever said in my entire life. I was scared. I sat at my computer across from my now husband while he was looking at me, secretly signing up to be a coach, because I was so scared of what he was going to think, of what my family was going to think, of what my friends would think, of the ridicule I might get, of being that person on social media. I thought I was joining a pyramid scheme. I honestly didn't think I would be successful or ever make money. And I did. And this is where we are now. This is where our team is now. These people that shared with you tonight, these coaches, like, this is what coaching has brought to our life. So if you're sitting here and you feel that fire in your belly to take this chance, you literally have nothing to lose. The best thing that's going to happen is you're going to meet some pretty awesome people. You're going to find an amazing community, and you're going to get in better shape physically, mentally, and emotionally, and potentially financially. So that is what we have for you guys tonight. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. If anyone has any questions, please let us know. Just a few minutes. I know we went a little more than 30 minutes. But if anyone has any questions, you can either drop them in the chat or unmute yourselves. But otherwise, it's been so fun hanging out with you guys all tonight. And I hope you are excited to come do this with us. Cool. All right. Well, if you do have questions, I know sometimes it can be really scary to unmute yourself or ask on here. So definitely reach out to the coach that invited you to this call if you have any questions. And I can't wait to see all of your beautiful faces welcome into our page, because I know that's what's going to happen. And I can't wait to watch you all change your lives. So go have a great, great, great rest of your Tuesday night. Bye.